This is where it's at, folks. The college tournament ends here tonight. For one team, the joy of a lifetime will be achieved. And there's no doubt going to be some incredible action all along the way. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers taking on the Kansas Jayhawks.
Kevin, this is the night where we are going to see some intense basketball, high energy
in their lives. In coming through in a big game like this is how well you can compose yourself, the pressure of the big stage. We'll find out soon enough which of these teams has the ability to harness all of it.
Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4 slot. Hawkins shot good.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them. And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their heart racing for the first few minutes. That's just natural. That's adrenaline. They need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title.
Well, on the topic of Wilt Chamberlain's draft was under that territorial right, which was why he wasn't first overall. But if you add him to the list, that would make 3 total Jayhawks taken number 1, Greg.
Yeah, along with Danny Manning and also Andrew Wiggins being the overall number 1 selection.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. They've got Payton. He's out there with Hawkins. And it's Decker in at the 3 spot. He feeds it to Wade. That gives them the lead.
How about impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Hawkins with it. 5 points in the game. Wade kicks to Hawkins. Offline with his 3.
Boy, they're fortunate. The defense was taking a big chance leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
They grab their own miss. Gaines dishes to Freak. The basket is good. The assist from Gaines. 11. Points for Freak.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target. And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAR championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
And the foul called on Freak. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Freak, he's in at point guard. Also Duncan out there, and it's Gaines in at the 5. And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky. Then it's Decker. And it's Evans in at the 4 spot.
And what a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
Well, Wisconsin has had a bit of a renaissance in their program of late. Clark, last decade and a half, have seen them put up some great seasons.
And you know, Kevin, the Badgers weren't really a major powerhouse in hoops until the turn of the century. But now, they're one of the most consistent teams in the country.
Here's Hill. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. The Badgers working the ball around now.
Easy layup. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Both free throws good from Hill.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. Freak. No good off the pick.
And Badgers have been great since right around the millennium. Since about 1999, they have made the tournament every season. Guys, few schools can say that.
And that's Evans penetrating. Rebound by Gaines.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Now here's Freak. He's covered closely. The dish to Terry. It's stolen by Wade. Oubre with the steal.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
And, you know, for Wisconsin and their consistent appearances in the tournament, guys, they don't just show up and leave now. I mean,
Freak in a 2-guard, and it's Daniels in its small forward. Now here's Freak. Kicks it to Frazier. To the paint, here's Freak. And count it. 2 points with a chance for one more at the free throw line.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
it certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jayhawks. Gaines is checked in, and Oubre subbed in for Daniels. The Badgers also changing it up. Evans, he's checked in for Dawkins. And Decker subbed in for Payton. Fires the three. Rebounded by the Jayhawks.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Here's Freak. Duncan outside. Frazier the pass to Freak. Can't connect from short range.
Not too much congestion in the lane. I think he could have gotten a better shot that time, no question.
Now Evans. Here's the screen. .151 left here in the second half. 6 on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. The shot no good.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
And here's Freak. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Freak's got 9 points now in just the second half. And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in. Hill, he's checked in for Wisconsin. Wisconsin trails by 6. Hawkins kicks to Evans. Pass to Hawkins. Back to Evans. 1:11 left in the second half of basketball. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. Check out the scoring breakdown for the Jayhawks.
The mid-range that you've seen from them about as good as it gets, and there has not been a drop-off in the second half.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Now here's Freak. He's covered by Hawkins. And it's Freak missing. Hawkins with it. It's Evans on the wing. And it's Freak with the rebound.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Talk about great numbers for Freak. 22 points. He's come up with a couple of nice steals today, too.
Clark, just a very energetic brand of defense.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And he steps up and knocks them down, making it a 2-possession game.
24 seconds left to play here in the second half.
What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it?
Clutch. And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. 20 seconds left here in the second half of the game. Here's Hawkins. No good on the quick three. Freak dishes to Gaines. Ball stolen. Here is Hawkins. Evans outside. From deep. Off target with that shot. And so the Jayhawks.
We met working at the post office.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jahlil Okafor from Duke University. With the 4th pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the 5th pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select, with the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Kings. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Kansas.
Let's do this, young man.
I get it 365, 12 months, 24/7, gotta get it